Alright, I guess I'm live right now. This is my first time actually coming on Facebook Live. This is crazy, guys. And some of you guys know I don't usually do Facebook videos, right? I normally just post my videos on YouTube and stuff, but I had a lot of stuff to get off my chest today that I know can impact some people in a positive way, right? And the message I have today is that everybody's journey is different, right? Everybody's journey is different. So, you never want to get started. This video is going to be mainly for the person who may be just getting started in business, right? A brand new person who's just, literally just got started in a business probably a couple months ago and whatnot. And I want to tell you that, I can tell you from my experience that on your journey, it's like natural to want to compare yourself to, let's say, somebody else who may be getting results. But I'm telling you right now, the quicker you stop comparing yourself and you just focus on growing you, right? The quicker you just focus on personally developing yourself and focusing on your skill set, focusing on basically growing your mentality, growing basically your knowledge base, your education online, the quicker you're going to get results, right? The quicker your life, your business, your results is going to skyrocket. A lot of times we tend to compare our chapter 1 to somebody else's chapter 20, right? And we're wondering why we're not getting results like them. And a lot of times these people have been online for probably like 10, 15 years, 8+ years and stuff like that. And here you are, the new guy who's just been in for a couple months, and you're comparing yourself to somebody who's been in the game for years, getting 6-figure income, having 7-figure income, 8-figure income and stuff like that. But really and truly, that does take you away from and stuff like that. So what I can tell you from personal experience is that everybody's journey is different, right? Everybody's journey. Some people start off and they don't get no sales for months on end, and then a year later, they're more successful than the person who got sales right away, right? Then some people start getting sales right away, and then a year later, they're not getting sales anymore, right? And then some people, everybody has a different path. Everybody has a different breakthrough, right? Everybody gets different breakthroughs. But one thing I will say is that you should never, ever stop having breakthroughs. Breakthroughs should be constantly having breakthroughs. I don't care what level you're at. Up to this day, I'm still having breakthroughs. Up to this day, I'm still learning a lot, right? Up to this day, I'm still constantly growing my value base to be able to share with other people. And that's really what we should focus on. We shouldn't really focus on the fact that we may not be getting money right away. We should really be focused on giving ourselves value, because the more valuable we become, the more valuable you become, the more money you're going to make, the more you're going to be able to impact other people's lives, right? Because you're going to be able to teach them something. You're going to be able to show them something. You're going to be able to possibly show them something that they never knew that they can do, right? Possibly help them get a result that they never thought they could get before. So you have to realize that that's truly what this is about. And I recently realized that about like entrepreneurship and stuff like that, is that this is the world of like the unknown, right? Like most of the world doesn't even think to be entrepreneurs. And when they do start to be entrepreneurs, they think it's too hard and they throw in the towel. But it's like that unknown area where you get to challenge yourself. You get to grow. You get to learn things about yourself. You get to really just not be comfortable and push things to a whole new limit and allow yourself to experience something new. But if focus on simply, I'm telling you guys right now, if you focus more on developing yourself as opposed to focusing on the fact that you may not be getting sales yet, right? And you focus on developing yourself and you focus on sharing that information that you're learning, right? Sharing that message, that vision that you have with other people. If you focus on that, that's where the change is going to happen for you in your business, period, right? See, a lot of people get into the business and they think, oh, I just want to make a quick buck, right? They want to make some quick money. And they actually start taking action in almost a desperate way, right? And they think that that's what's going to get them the money. But what happens is very soon you start to realize that that's not the way, right? Because people start blocking you. People start probably hanging up on you and stuff like that. I remember when I used to do offline meetings and stuff like that. People would and then call people and stuff like that, and I didn't know what I was doing. People would hang up on me, right? But now I'm at a point where I realize what it's all about. It's simply all about gaining your skill sets. It's simply all about constantly growing each and every day, right? Getting educated, reading books, listening to audios, right? Growing as a person, because all of the tools, the strategies, how to do this, how to do that. At the end of the day, let's be real, it's all out there, right? It's all accessible. All the information, all the exclusive information you need, the how-to steps of how to become successful online is all there, right? But what really decides success is not that stuff. The stuff that decides the success is the stuff that we can't teach, right? It's ambition, work ethic, right? Confidence, conviction. Those are the things that really give you the success. It's not really, you know, the nuts and bolts, right? It's how you handling the nuts and bolts, right? What's your energy like? That's what it's really about. And I think that's something that can only develop over time, right? Over time, everybody, that's why I say everybody's journey is different, because everybody reaches a certain confidence level at a different pace, right? Everybody learns at a different pace. Everybody starts to take action at a different pace. I know people who, they sat there for years on end just training, and then they finally start taking action and getting all these results, right? So at the end of the day, the only change that's going to happen for you in your business is going to come from action, no matter what, right? But the stuff that you need to be successful is the other stuff, the ambition, the vision, right? The commitment, the dedication, the work ethic. That's the stuff that's going to get you successful. The nuts and bolts, everybody could get that, right? I could give two people the same exact information. One of them go off and have a lot of success and make a lot of sales, and another person doesn't have any success at all and don't make any sales. Does that mean it may not work? No, it just means that everybody has a different journey, right? This person may not get a sale today, but they may get a sale maybe a month from now. For me, it took me 2 to 3 months to get my first sale. There's some people joining today who get their first sale within their first day, right? Does that mean, you know, I'm not successful? No, it doesn't mean that. So at the end of the day, you got to realize what this is truly about. And once you realize what online business, entrepreneurship is truly about, it's literally a lifestyle, right? This isn't some, people think it's just some type of like destination. Like you get there and you stop being an entrepreneur. But I can tell you from personal experience, it does not work like that at all, guys. It does not work like that. And every single day, like, it's been crazy lately, man. It's just me at a point where I just want to give back so much. You know, I want to inspire so much and motivate so much. This was crazy because it's my first time actually going live. What's good, Katako? What's good, buddy? Bro, I know Katako's like, this nigga, I'm so tight at this man right now. Man, what's going on? What's going on? But yeah, like I was saying, guys, it's the stuff like ambition. You can't teach that. But at the end of the day, one thing I realized is you can't teach ambition, but you can influence it, right? You may not be able to teach motivation, but you can influence it. And I think that's really what this whole thing is about, is being able to influence that spark in another person, being able to influence that fire in another person for them to get the ambition they need, for them to get the vision they need, for them to get the passion they need, the confidence they need. Because once you have all that stuff and you give that person the tools and the strategies and the how-tos, they're going to kill it. They're going to kill it. I'm telling you right now, I'm telling you from personal experience, they're going to kill it. It's because we think about the how-tos and the nuts and bolts. Yeah, that's part of it. Of course, you got to know how to do some stuff. But at the end of the day, it's about your conviction, baby. That's what it's about. It's about how serious you are. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want it, right? Are you willing to stay up 10 to 12 hours getting shit done, right? Can you stand outside for 24 hours under the sun? Right? How bad do you want it? You know, you got to put some respect in your name at some point, but that's what it's about. At the end of the day, I realize that people who may start off and they may not know anything at all, if they have like this personality where they won't give up and they're just so passionate and driven and they have a vision for what they want, they always become successful at some point or another, because it's like they have this mindset where it's like, yo, no matter what, this is happening for me. Period. No matter what, this is happening for me. And that's the place you want to get to in your life, where you literally make the decision that no matter what, this is happening for me. Period. And once you get to that place in your life, that's when everything changes. That's when everything starts to turn around for you. That's when things that you thought you never could do before, you start to get done, right? Sales start coming, leads start coming, all types of stuff start happening in your life. It's just really, really amazing, guys. But I just want you to realize that your journey is your journey. Stay in your lane, constantly get better as a person. You know, look in the mirror. That's the person you gotta get better. You gotta improve yourself every single day, right? It's all about being in competition with yourself at the end of the day, because everybody learns at a different pace. Like I said, some people take off right away. Some people take off later. Some people take off, fall off, come back. You know, everybody has a different journey. You got to understand that, but it's all good and well. It's all good. It's all good. You got to love the journey. You got to respect it. You got to respect it, because through it, what's happening is that you may be frustrated because you may not be getting results that you want. You may be down and out because you may not be getting results that you want. But at the end of the day, you're growing. You're growing. You're becoming a much wiser person. You're becoming a much more committed person. You're becoming a much more serious person. You're becoming literally what you want to become. You may not be realizing it because the results may not match yet. But in the process from going from point A to B, from point A where you are right now to point B where you may want to be, there's a lot of growth that happens, a lot of growth. And that's really what it's about at the end of the day. It's really about the growth, the mental growth, right? It's really about the education. That's what it's about at the end of the day. So I'll tell people the number one thing to do if you're new is just dig deep, look within, right? Look within, pull that inner fire within you, because all of these companies, I've been online long enough to know that these companies come and go. I mean, these companies come and go, right? That's not what breeds success. At the end of the day, it's people that make these companies up. It's not companies that's going out there making the money by themselves, right? It's the people. That's what it is at the end of the day. So it's the people that got to have the value to have success with these companies, right? It's not the companies, it's the people sure, of course, there's certain systems that help and leverage certain things, but at the end of the day, if you don't have your work ethic, I don't give a damn what you give a person, what opportunity I give you, right? I don't care if you don't have the education, if you don't have that fire, that passion, that vision, you're not going to have success, right? It doesn't even matter the company. It doesn't matter the comp plan. It doesn't matter the lotions, the potions, the products, all that bullshit really don't matter. It's all about you. You are the company, right? You are the business. You, not the company. You are the business. And once you realize that, there's nothing that can stop you after that point. I'm telling you straight up. There's nothing that can stop you. I just think it's so crazy when I just think about the world and I just see people, struggling and working 9-to-5 jobs and stuff like that. And it's like, I just wonder why everybody most people have accepted the system, right? They have accepted this. And I see people and we're so much more capable, right? We're humans, right? We have full dominion over the world at the end of the day. We're very, very powerful, super powerful, more powerful than we actually know we are. And that's really the problem. Look at a computer, for example, look at how much stuff that a computer could do. A person actually invented a computer. Think about that. A computer that knows more than the average person, a person invented that. So when I look at the world and I see, people just giving up on themselves, throwing in a towel, it kind of saddens my heart, because I know that on the other side of them getting up in the towel, there's a major breakthrough. I know that there's a major shift. There's a major transition for them and a life beyond their wildest dreams. And a lot of times we're so afraid of the unknown, but it's all the stuff that that's unknown that we need to face to break through. Right? We can't do the same stuff everybody else is doing and expect a different life, expect a different outcome. It doesn't work like that. You cannot do that, right? You got to do something different. You want a different life? Start doing something different. Start getting around some different people who's talking about some different stuff, who's in some different businesses, in some different industries. And then you'll see your life change. If you're doing the same thing everybody else is doing, at the end of the day, your life is going to be the same. Period, guys. What's up? Got Carl. What's up, Carl? But yeah, like I was saying, I just look at the world and I just see how capable people are. And when people give up on themselves, it's just like, damn. Because everybody who's at a level right now, they had a struggle, right? They all had their own journey. I said the whole theme of this video is everybody's journey is different. They all had their own journey. And we tend to look at people who are successful and we think, oh, they had like a gold platter, right? They had everything made out, cut and laid for them. That's not true, right? A lot of times they basically just fought for their position. That's all they did. They just fought for their position, kept fighting and kept fighting and kept fighting, right? And that's all they did. They kept fighting and kept fighting and kept fighting and kept fighting, because if you stay persistent long enough, something's going to happen. I don't care. Something's going to happen. So when you give up on yourself, it's just not acknowledging the process of life, right? It's a process to become successful. That's just what it is. It's a process. 9 months it took me to get on this earth, right? It was a 9-month process of me being in my mom's stomach before me getting here, right? And then we get in business and we want to quit 2 days, right? We get in business and we get frustrated in our first week, right? But it's all a process, right? And it's really about growing you. It's really about growing your character. It's really about growing your skill sets. That's really what it's about. As long as you're doing that, the money will chase you. You don't got to worry about no money. You don't gotta worry about money. You know what you're doing. You don't gotta worry about money. I'm telling you. You don't gotta worry about money. It'll chase you. Once you chase the skill sets, you'll get the money. But people who are desperate and they chase the money, it eludes them, completely eludes them, because they don't have the skill sets and the understanding. But the difference between successful people and unsuccessful people, I'm gonna tell you right now, is even when I first got started in business and I was struggling like crazy and I was frustrated, didn't get any sales, I knew that there were people out there having a lot of success, right? I knew that there were people out there crushing it, doing 6 figures, 7 figures. That was enough for me to know that it was possible for me, right? It's enough for me to know that it's possible for me. If something's possible for another human being, I feel like it's enough proof for me. That's really just how I feel. And even though I wasn't getting the results that I wanted starting off in business when I first got started, guess what? I knew deep in my heart that there's just some things that I didn't know yet. There were just some things, some skills I didn't develop yet. That's all it was. But I knew over a matter of time, the skills will be developed, right? The knowledge, I'll get the knowledge and the education I need to have success, right? That's how all processes of life go. And especially if you're doing something brand new and you've never done it before, you have to allow yourself that time. You have to allow yourself that process. But even if you don't have all the answers, keep taking action, baby. Keep taking action. I don't care if you feel like nobody's listening to you. Keep taking action. Keep going and 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 keep going. Keep going nonstop, guys. Keep going nonstop, because I'm telling you, that's where the breakthrough comes from. And, you know, it's crazy, because at the end of the day, I would rather, you know, get rich quick than to wait 30 to 40 years to never get rich, right? To never be able to live a life that I knew was possible for me, to never be able to experience stuff that I wanted to experience, right? That just doesn't sit well with me. I just feel like the world has way too much to offer. There's just too much in the world, right? So for me, it's about really getting people to realize their capabilities, getting people to realize their strengths and how powerful they truly are, because it's just like, it's crazy, because when you look at people and you really know in your heart the potential they have and where they can go and what they can be, you know, it's like you just gotta keep moving it and hope that you be an inspiration to them. Hope that you be a motivation to them, because that's all you can do. Is you can influence motivation, you can influence ambition, but you can't teach it. You can't teach motivation, you can't teach ambition, you can't teach commitment, you can't teach persistence. This is just stuff you can't teach, but through your action, it could be influenced. It could be influenced amongst those around you, and people will be willing to join you in business, get started and stuff like that, guys. But I'm about to go out real quick, grab something to eat, hang out for the rest of the day, shoot some videos, send out some email to my list and stuff, build up some traffic and stuff like that. Like I say, every single day, entrepreneurship is a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle, right? And I love it. And I respect all the people who's doing what they got to do every single day, making a way for themselves, because at the end of the day, what if tomorrow morning, like what if just out of nowhere, like there were no jobs anymore and you had to fend for yourself and make a way for yourself? What would you do? Would you just go into like a hole and just ball up and cry that you can't make any money? No, you'll find a way to make yourself some money. Trust me. And I think that's where some of us need to be. Some of us need our backs against the wall to the point where we realize that what we can do and what we're capable of. Sometimes we're kind of sometimes we're kind of comfortable with the paycheck and stuff, so we can never really realize our true power and our real abilities and stuff like that, guys. But just keep taking action. Realize that everybody's journey is different. Don't compare your chapter 1 to somebody else's chapter 20. You'll get there. Just keep taking action. Keep learning. It's John Belcher. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Peace.